Good morning, what is up guys, so Raven here with another fantastic deck. Today we're going to be talking about the Pincurchin and Shocking Needles from Sword and Shield base set. Was it base set? I think it was base set, there we go. So Shocking Needles, it's you flip four coins, if two of them are heads, you paralyze your opponent and you do 30 damage for each heads. And that paralysis is the whole key of this deck, right? You want to get that energy on Pincurchin and paralyze your opponent, be annoying to them, and at this point, that's all I care about. It's just being annoying. The movement of this, like, everything is just stale, you know, it's the same old, to the point where let's just make something super stupid and weird, and that's that. So it actually works, by the way, it does work. So you got Shocking Needle, but how do you fuel it? Well, you want to go second and you want to use Boltund V, right, with the Electrify. So not only you have Boltund as an attacker, but also you're fueling the Pincurchins. I am also adding the Tapu Koko for the free treat cost, just in case, you know, that if you're going to start with it, well, you can easily retreat. So, of course, because the coin flip deck, we will have the Glimwood Tangle if you're not going to flip at least 2 heads, because 2 out of 4, right? 2 heads are great, that's what you really want, and anything below 2, well, you gotta reflip that. And Glimwood Tangle actually allows that. So let's take a look at the whole deck card by card. We got 12 Pokémons, 36 trainer cards, and 12 energy cards, with 1 Eldegoss V, 2 Boltund Vs, 2 Dedenne-GXs with 4 Pincurchins. Then we got 1 Tapu Koko Prism to bring back, of course, the lightning energy, and we got 2 Tapu Koko Vs, 3 Great Balls, 2 Ordinary Rods, again bringing that staff back, 2 Pal Pads, 4 Quick Balls, 1 Reset Stamp with 4 switches, and 4 Glimwood Tangles. On top of that, 3 Boss Orders, 3 Guzma Halas to get the Glimwood Tangle speed energy right, and to get a Rocky Helmet, 3 Marnies, 4 Research, 3 Rocky Helmets that will go on the Tapu Koko V, and of course Pincurchin. Why Tapu Koko V? Raven, because if you're gonna hit the 200 damage, right, on the Zacian, if they're gonna hit you back, they're knocked out as well, because they have only 220 HP, 4 speed energies, and 8 lightning type energies. That is it, that is the whole deck, and let's go, let's play some games, let's annoy someone. Imagine if Ash would turn, maybe not even turn evil, but would start speaking differently. Let's say you would have him speaking like a, you know, full-on British accent for whatever reason, and, you know, in sentences that are just things that he would not say. First of all, you would think, oh, you know, maybe he's controlled by something, right? That would be the first thought, and then you go like, oh no, it's just a guy. That's what the writers did. And you go like, huh? You know? Are you talking about Sun and Moon? I mean, like, him going to school, right? Ash going back, you know, and doing all of that stuff, like, that made sense because they said, you know, that they want to make the Sun and Moon series and everything that's going to go forward for different generation, right? For the younger, and, you know, I was cool with that. I'm like, all right, you know, that's what you want to do, sure. Okay, 1, 2, research. No, we're not going to see that. You're not gonna see a Bojack style Ash. There's no way Pokemon would, you know, allow that to happen. And Deadpool's girlfriend. Oh, we've rewatched Deadpool during the weekend, and again, that scene came. Still was cheering for it. Oh man, I was cheering for that. I know I sound horrible, but to be honest, you know, Deadpool's love is Lady Death. And then Dracula's daughter, but that's, you know, that puts that forward. But it's kind of like with Star Wars, right? Like, you know, you're gonna give a benefit of a doubt, you know, to the movie studio. Like, yeah, I'm still gonna watch it and see what happens. Like, if it's gonna give me, you know, like hour and a half of me not having to worry about anything around the world, cool. Especially right now. I feel like that's what you need, right? Just, you know. Alright, Interpret Sword. Oh no, right now I'm talking about the Deadpool movie. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, so in the comic books, okay. In the current run, Deadpool is a king, and he has a different girlfriend. That is also a mutant that helps him out, you know, to fight against Null, which is the King in Black, and that's where Deadpool ends. You know, issue number 10, and the book is cancelled for now. Prior to that, originally he was in a relationship with Death, right, herself. Kind of the same way as Thanos, right? Because the whole thing that why Thanos snapped the finger in the comic books was because he wanted to impress Death, but Death went like, dude, these people are still gonna die, so I don't care, you know, now I have a lot of work, so I don't want to be with you. So Thanos got sad and, you know, all of that stuff. Then Deadpool went to the Dracula's castle, and it was like, you know, a wedding, and he went like, hey, that's your daughter. Oh, cool, you know. And, you know, he married her. So there was that. Yeah, like, it was different from the movie. Yeah. And again, the movie paid good homage to those books. Not gonna, you know, get mad at that. But it was, you know, all about Adam Warlock. The only thing I didn't like about the Infinity Saga was when Adam Warlock had had all the Infinity Stones, and he went like, oh, that's too big of a power. I have to like destroy that, and he, you know, created two versions of himself, good and evil. That was a bit too much. Kind of like with Clone Saga for Spider-Man, and they're doing another one, and like, nah. But hey, we're winning here, which is great. I mean, they showed Warlock at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right, in a post-credit scene, but then they've dropped the idea, so... Yeah, there you go, right? But we know they've dropped the idea. Okay, boss Odin, let's go. I know there's a rumor about Taskmaster right now floating around, and like, that's all I know. And they've kind of ruined Taskmaster and Thunderbolts in the current book, so yeah. Okay, Saucer. He's preparing a Switch. Or something, maybe a Crobat actually. But yeah, in terms of like, you know, upcoming movies, again, I'm still gonna watch them. I'm gonna give them benefit of a doubt, and yeah. I'm not gonna say specific actor is gonna ruin the movie. But that's true, you know, there are specific roles that, you know, or there are specific characters that just need a really specific person, and that's it. Like, you can't have someone different. Okay. Here, 1 and 2, Pal Pad. There, we've won. No, I stopped watching WWE a year ago. I couldn't care less about them. From time to time I watch what AEW is doing, but yeah. After this whole thing with Dominic Mysterio, I just make any sense. But I don't like the characters, you know, even in the comic books, I have those books and I just don't like the idea of it, right? And my problem with the first movie was, there was literally a threat to a whole Earth, right? And we already established that heroes are there because you show Batman in the movie, yet the heroes do not care enough to show up. It's like, you know... But I enjoyed Will Smith in that movie. Like, Will Smith was nice. How can I not like Harley Quinn? Quite simple. Like, she was, to me... Again, she's a great representation of Harley Quinn, but she's not my Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, I'm reading comic books, and, like, a lot. Throughout, you know, the last whatever years it is, and she was not that. Like, when Harley Quinn is portrayed, like, she needs this something, and it was just not there, you know, for that character for me. And the fact that you saw that almost everywhere, like it's the same with the Joker, right? You know, the Jared Leto Joker from the trailer for Snyder Cut. Oh, that's interesting. For Suicide Squad, like, come on, it's not even like, you know, it's not even like a good version of him. But hey, it's his interpretation. Go for it, right? And again, Will Smith, I want Will Smith, like, he was great. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, when you're taking characters, it's like Tom King writing. I know I'm coming back to Tom King, but it makes sense. You have a specific, like, when you read a character, or when you have a character, like, let's say, a Superman, right? You want him to speak and act like a Superman, because that's what makes him. And when someone, you know, and when the writing is out of the character, you know, and that's how I felt. It was her interpretation of Harley Quinn. It was just, it was taken a step too far. There were like things like, yeah, like, Harley would do that, but then she would have a bit of regret, and you get that right now in comic books, when she is regretful to the point that she now teams up with the Batman, and she goes like, I've done a lot of bad stuff, you know, and I want to do something. To the point where like Poison Ivy left her, well, you know, that relationship out the window. So a lot of those things, and yeah, I feel like Will Smith as a Deadshot, that was exactly what I thought Deadshot should speak like, act like, and be like. I didn't care about the color of his skin. Will Smith is a great actor, and he portrayed it, I mean, really, really, really well. And I can't say a bad thing about that. I want, but I can't. Yes, we're gonna have John Cena right now, right? Peacemaker, that's his name. Alright, let's go. Oh, but we don't know. Wait. But it depends on what animation. Right? Not watching it. It's like, I love DC. But if you're gonna throw super SJW stuff at me, it's the same as Batgirl. They created Batgirl, great, but she's not I don't care about the skin color, whatever. But she's not acting like... The same with Supergirl, it's just, it was the bad writing. Like, that's why I stopped watching, you know, Arrow at season 3. I stopped watching Flash, because, like, at certain point you go like, wow, that writing is bad. Because 90% of the time I feel like they saw only covers of the books and they never open it, or bothered to learn how the specific person acts. Which bothers me a lot in terms of movies, and also, you know, in terms of like many comic books, right? If you read Tom King run, whatever, you know, Heroes in Crisis, that was bad. He writes it I don't think there was a Supergirl in that movie. Yeah, Gotham was good. I only had one issue with Gotham, but, you know, again, it was not something big. And this shows you knew Dent is gonna... Not Dent, but... not Bullock is gonna survive, but... Commissioner Gordon is gonna survive because after season 1 or at the beginning of season 2, it was leaked that we're gonna see Batman at the very end, and that Gordon is gonna be in that scene. Oh, no, again, about the actress, I think the actors are trying their best job. The writers are here to blame. Sorry. And the character of Supergirl, like, it's like with Batman. I get we got a bad family, but at this point we have like 5 Robins, you know, whatever. It's like, no, let's trim it down, let's focus on what the character is and why we like it. Like, literally we have 4 Batgirls, right? Like, the Signal, the Spoiler, also those 2 characters, like, there's just so many that you go like, okay, what am I reading? Right? They're not bad characters, but they just don't fit. And I feel like Flash season 1, season 2 are really good. I really enjoyed the thing they've done with Zoom, right? It was great. With Eobuff-Thawne, it was great. Enjoyed that. Season 3, I fired the whole thing. I'm like, nope. No, he's not. And Patterson, no, he's not. I actually want to see that. It's going to be year 2 of Batman, which is great. Honestly, I loved Ben Affleck, but I think he's going to do a great job. He's a good actor. From the trailer, hey, they had Nirvana in the trailer already, 10 out of 10. But it works for the year 2 and how in year 2 Batman was behaving in the comic books. I like that. I like how they're gonna try to do Riddler. Like, there are things that I really enjoy, and you know, the only thing that can ruin a movie like that is writing. At the end of the day, if the show or a movie is badly written, if the dialogues are badly written, the actor can only do so much. And I know there was a lot of hate for Patterson, but I'm starting to dig it. And I want to see, you know, the whole thing. I'm like, alright, let's see if it's, you know, just gonna do roll of justice. Yeah. What are the like the bad things? The new Maria Tamaki book with the Starfire and her daughter. Like, I don't get that book. Like, I can't understand that. And they should. But they said about 3 movies also with Ben Affleck. Honestly, they should. Early years. I mean, when I saw in the trailer that Batman is hitting that guy in the face over and over and over and over again, that sold this movie to me, because that's what the character is. If you're reading the comic book, like, he literally says, like, opening of whatever, let's go Batman, I don't know, what I was reading, oh yeah, the Mad Hatter one, right? Opening of the Mad Hatter book is, okay, I have the criminals, oh, I just broke this man's arm, well, thank goodness, you know, I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm paying for hospitals, oop, I broke this man's leg, ha ha ha. This guy has no teeth now. Let's, you know what? With the what is happening in the world, let's first have the first movie. Right? After we can have the first movie, then we can talk about the future ones. Like, really, that's what I think. And I don't want Joker in the movie. I really don't. I feel like we're oversaturated the market with it. Like, he's now getting his solo series and books. Like, I don't need him anymore. It's like, cool. But he's like, you know, he's like a boogeyman. He's cool when he shows up suddenly, is for a second, you know, or for one movie, and disappears for like a couple of years. That's when he's best. I mean, and in the Snyder Cut, I think Leto might actually. By the way, he has 1 card left. I can win that, by the way. We were talking about I can still win that. I like that Pincurchin. I do enjoy that. Like, I dropped Gotham when they've done the clones. Whenever the movie or anything is doing clones, I'm dropping the show. It's like, no. When I saw, you know, Little Brucey's clone in season 3 or 4, I don't remember. I'm like, nope. No, doppelgangers, right? It's like, no, let's not do that, please. Because that's just lazy. Season 4, yeah, so then I dropped it. I was like, no. But I was reading Clone Saga kind of when it was coming out, so here in the country, not everywhere in the world, but when it was coming out here in the country. And I had to went through the Clone Saga for Spider-Man. This destroyed my point of view on any clones whatsoever. It's like, nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 cards left. Okay, I can play Marnie. Okay. No. Reflip it. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. But you know, like with the comic book adaptations, you know, the problem is, you know, and it is kind of like weird to say that, but at the end of the day you have to stay true to the source material, and I feel like many are not, or they pick and choose what they want. It's like it's the same thing as we got right now, right? In the comic books, so there is Future State, and we got, you know, we got a black Batman. Cool, I'm happy about that, but at the same time we have Bruce Wayne, and I'm okay with that. I don't care about the skin color of the character, but you can't make the character not feel like the character. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's like we would see Ash from Pokémon behaving literally like, you know, not really a nice guy to Pikachu, right? Like, or to anyone else. You would be like, yeah, you know, I don't think that's my Ash, right? But that also hits comic books. Really, dude? Close. Yeah, like, and there you have it, another fantastic deck with the deck list right there in the description, and everything else also in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, bye.